Hello YouTubers. I just wanted to invite you along on a project that I did. Took me, gosh, I bet I got 30-40 hours involved in this, trying to get it the way I wanted it, and I've never done this before, but I figure why not take some pictures as I go along and share with the world. All I used was an angle grinder. I got a wide 4-inch belt sander, and I decided to make basically an old school looking knife. I have a hacksaw and a file, and that's about it. Just some ideas. I did some research on YouTube to figure out how to go about doing some of this stuff, and the other parts was just kind of some old ingenuity and some basic know-how. I mean, I've worked with tools almost all my life, but I've never done this with tools before. This little piece here is going to be the guard eventually. Got these here special mechanic gloves. Let me tell you, them things will save your skin. But got this thing slotted finally. This is going to eventually be a guard. Yeah, about like that, but I actually got it flipped around backwards in this picture here. That's more like it. That'll slide over that tang fairly nicely. Trying to show you what it's like to file and hold a camera and make it look like I'm doing it all at the same time. Anyhow, that's how it's going to actually fit on there. It's going to curve around over the top like that. Act as a guard for your lower finger, and little thumb grip for the top. Worked out really nice. Now you can see my my edge is taking shape. Now this here's right after the heat treat. Dipped in the oil and the whole spill. It turned a beautiful black, but I knew the color and the finish wouldn't keep, so I had to polish or wet sand that down, and that's what this here picture's showing. Wet sanding it down. This here's after putting it back into the oven and doing the final treatment on it. I love that color too, but I wasn't able to keep it. I knew it wouldn't stay, so I went ahead and buffed it off. This here's where I'm soldering on that guard, going ahead and making it more permanent. Took a long time for that heating iron there, the soldering iron, to get up to temperature. That's better. She's buffed out nicely, and got the guard in place. Here's some pecan wood that I'm making the handle out of. Now I got that pecan wood off my tree out back. Got the pins in place, got the handle basically in place, and it was a bit rough getting it shaped because that pecan's hard. Real hard wood. Now I've got it contoured a little bit better here, and some final filing will happen on it. Here's where I show the staining, and this here's basically the whole thing put together. Turned out pretty nice. I wasn't disappointed at all. That little black line is just some of the natural grain of the wood. Here's where I'm making the rudimentary leather sheath or scabbard, whatever they call them. Just a homemade leather punch there. I just started trying to figure out what I needed to do here. These are some shoelaces that I actually ended up using to tie it all together with. I went with a crossover, kind of an X spine, or I really don't know what the terminology is, but it crossed them over, kind of made a nice looking little design with them. I don't show the clip on these pictures, but that's how she turned out. She turned out pretty good, I thought. For my first time, never done any leather work, so there's where the little holding strap is going to go. Now it doesn't get put on here until later. There's kind of a finished product. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching it. I hope you learned a little bit. I sure enjoyed making it. Thanks for watching.